Camera, hello. Shit.
Where we?
Why have I been forsaken? It was just working.
This is crazy. You see, Eric, this is what happens. You talk so much shit about the camera skills. Alright? And then...
See, I'm confused, Christian.
And it's back.
I'm confused as to why that happened. Anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to 261 of the Reforest podcast. My name's Rick Jay. Christian Slaughter.
Eric.
Odd tech issues up front.
I'm fired up.
He's mad.
I'm fired up.
Why is he mad?
Why am I fired up?
Why?
It took too long to get here. 2.5 hours to get here.
Well, you got bodied by traffic. Annihilated. Destroyed.
It took too long to get here, Eric. And I'm fired up.
Some would say you should probably join the 21st century and find yourself a remote gig. So you don't have to ever...
I'm going to be laughing when they all die.
Who?
Me.
Who's gonna all die?
Remote jobs.
Yeah.
I'm going to be laughing.
I don't know. We'll see.
But Eric, I'm mad.
Why?
I already told you why.
Just the traffic. You're not mad about specific hot takes about Lucci.
There are no hot takes.
Hot takes about Kaido.
We'll get into it. We'll get into the hot takes, Eric.
Hot takes about a bunch of shit no one cares about. Hot takes about the Del Fruits, which is goated. We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that.
We got questions and all that shit.
We got it all.
We're gonna talk about zones.
We're talking about a lot of shit.
Try and get to the bottom
deep into the murky waters, Eric.
No bullshit this week. We're going straight into the chapter. Got nothing to say?
I don't know what you say, but let's just go straight into the chapter. Chapter 1069.
Nice.
All things are brought into this world with hope. Title of the chapter, Eric. It's not Gear 5 versus Awakened Rob Lucci. That's not the title of the chapter.
Maybe next week. Maybe Kizaru versus Lucci.
That's not the title of the chapter, Eric. Now, do you want to address the absolute baboonery of this week's spoilers? Absolute baboonery.
Listen, if you're into the spoiler knowledge, Christian, you know that they fuck around power scaling.
It's a tainted.
The power scaling questions. Rob Lucci indeed was on one shot, but many people discussed the fraudulence. And I think it's tainted this week's discussion a little bit.
It has. But it always does.
Lucci's getting low diffed. And there's no mistake about it. I don't want to hit nothing.
We can get into it,
alright? The Luffy's asleep while he's dodging his man.
We'll get into it. Alright? Now, Eric. First thing we see, cover page.
Little default action.
Dufall, remember him?
Yep.
From Whole Cake Isle. Now, does he look a little thinner to you?
He looks about the same, but maybe this is a flashback. Is this a flashback?
I remember a double chin. I remember a little bit of white hair. Maybe this is a flashback.
I mean, he's supposed to be dead, right? So he's supposed to be shooting him off a cliff in Whole Cake Island, so...
I don't know, is this a flashback?
Maybe.
It's gotta be a flashback. They're not in Mads anymore.
They're not Mads anymore, that's true.
So we got Underworld figures funding...
That's what I like to see, Christian.
Mads.
Spice. Little bit of detail.
This is the loan shark, Eric.
Proudly funded by default.
That's right.
For peace. Spoilers. Not for peace.
No, for profit.
Right.
Because he's all about profit, Eric. He's all about that loan sharking. He wants to make that money back.
And Mads, various
they just steal cash.
Various individuals on this group that are...
Stealing cash. Everyone's stealing cash.
Filthy animals, but we'll see.
Caesar's stealing cash. Queen's stealing cash. Vegapunk's stealing cash.
Judge. Doing some
bullshit about his glorious empire, whatever the fuck.
No one cares about your empire, Judge. You're in the West Blue.
I know what the fuck.
No one gives a fuck.
No. But Eric, we go into the real chapter. Luffy and Lucci look at each other.
Do you want to address Roger's theory or not?
No.
Long and the short of it, the mad ship might be the Frankie ship that he went to go rebuild himself.
Why was it abandoned?
Well, Mad's a bit disbanded, Christian.
So why? I want to know why this is connected in any way.
I mean, a lot of factories are Vegapunk owned,
I know.
abandoned, but
it's a theory.
There you go.
It's a theory.
Quick address, Christian. We'll see what.
All right, it's a theory. But Eric, Atlas has been destroyed. Luffy mad.
Yes.
Eric, Rob Gucci,
All action.
Bloodlust,
Right.
wants to go in. Kaku says no.
This is an Emperor of the Sea.
This is Emperor of the Sea. We're gonna call up Sakazuki,
Gorosei.
Gorosei, and ask for permission.
Right.
Lucci goes no.
He goes, I know, but my ego
My bloodlust, Eric.
will get in the way.
My
This
bloodlust.
man wants to show Monkey D
Who's boss?
what's going on, and he doesn't do well.
All right. We get information, Eric. A little bit of information. Kizaru is on the way to Egghead Island.
On a previous operative, Christian,
That's right.
we'll see what happens.
Sakazuki got the message that Monkey D's is on Egghead.
Right, where's Kizaru?
What's going on? He's sweating.
Right. Kind of salty that CP0 might start a war.
I keep on telling people this.
Mm.
But world government and Marines are two factions. They kind of hate each other. It's like that classic FBI
Local cop
situation.
Right.
The FBI.
This is now in my jurisdiction.
My jurisdiction. What are you doing?
They go
Fucking
to
around
the
with my shit.
police chief. The police chief said the SBI is going to handle it. They have
Yeah.
the authority.
It's all
The
in it.
FBI fucks up, and then the local cop has to figure it out.
Classic.
Right.
Classic.
Well, local cop in this case being Kizaru.
Classic 80s movie.
Right.
Classic. But Eric. Sakazuki mad. Luffy tells Jinbei to get this shit out of here. Get Bonnie.
Take Bonnie, take Atlas.
Take Atlas. Gonna have to get Atlas to Frankie.
Right.
Chopper can't do shit. Chopper goes to the Kung Fu point. Okay.
Sure.
Chopper. Rob Gucci goes awakening and it's glorious. It's glorious.
What's
Eric.
in the form?
It's glorious.
Pretty good.
Rob Gooch has awakening. Thoughts?
Well, within the realm of possibility, we thought he'd get stronger.
Definitely.
I don't see I do see haki. I'm my mistake. But
What do you mean? What do you mean you don't see
I don't
haki?
see no Rakugan haki going on.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
He's got the full hand.
He's got the
pistol, which we'll
hand.
get to.
The hand gun.
But yeah, Rob Lucci's awakening looks cool. I'm not
Eric.
sure about the fire situation and the little stupid bowl on his chin.
Well, it's a little bit of flair, a little bit of odor. But the flaming hair, the flaming tail, the flame cloud, Eric, the black
Right.
flames of
Is
dark
this-
justice.
Is this Oda's new way of saying this is an awakened form, awakened Zoan specifically?
This is a true awakened Zoan. Right here.
We have the whole topic of the show to dive into that.
Exactly. We'll dive into that top of the show, but right for now, it's cool.
I'm gonna say this is Oda's way of being like, yes, this is what awakening is. Literally, I made Kaido awakened, and you all thought he wasn't.
Eric, you know what?
So now I'm gonna have a text box here, explicit awakening.
Where was that for Kaido? Why not just do it for Kaido? Why not? Why not, Eric?
It'd be an SBS, and everyone would be salty.
That's true. So, we have awakened Lucci. Alright?
Right.
And they're about to clash. Like D's is going to get 5. Alright?
Immediate.
Immediate get 5.
Oda intent.
Eric, is Oda...
Oda intent or plot for Vegapunk to talk?
Will we ever see Gear 4 again?
What's the purpose?
Look at the monkey Nika D.
I don't see a purpose of Gear 4 anymore.
Well, yeah, what's the point? Might as well just go Gear 5.
Yeah. Well, there's no reason to see Gear 4 again. It drains haki, drains stamina.
Rayleigh said, no good. Rayleigh said this form is no good.
Prototype form.
It's a prototype form.
Right.
Talk about that later, Eric. Of course. The flame
See,
cloud.
the Gear 5 takes Devil Fruit stamina, but no haki stamina.
Yeah,
Gear 4 takes both.
that's right.
And he needs haki more than he needs his Devil Fruit.
Yeah, I guess.
By the way, what is this cope meme that Luffy was getting low diffed without Gear 5? And his base was shit against Kaido. People just rewriting what happened?
They forgot that chapter.
They
where
forgot
it's-
that entire chapter when he comes back,
Yeah.
and then goes Gear 4? It's interesting.
I don't know what the fuck.
Literally matching Kaido awakening fucking meteor shower with just cock.
Let's get 3 and 2.
But no cock in this clash. Echoing the original clash with Guru
But
and
Eric-
Luffy.
We have Vegapunk. And he notices the Nika, Eric. He rushes into the room. Is that the Nika?
Right.
That is the Nika. The gum fruit, not in the devil fruit book.
The ancient devil fruit books. The old ones.
Not in the devil fruit book.
Right.
Alright? Narek, is it Nika fruit? Probably not. Alright?
Well, he says there's no such records of the gum in old texts, but there is a Nika in the old text.
So in the ancient books...
In the ancient devil fruit encyclopedia, there is a Nika. We'll talk about why the recording of these devil fruits are important later, Christian, because that might link back into
of course.
the stories.
Now, this note says Luffy is low diffing Rob Lucci. And now Eric wrote this note.
That's fact.
Alright, Rob Lucci trying to hit him with a finger pistol, Luffy dodging.
He's asleep.
I mean, is that Gear 5 nonsense?
He's asleep. You ever seen anyone dodge while they're asleep? Luffy can't touch his band, by the way.
Lucci.
Correct. Gucci cannot touch Luffy in Gear 5. Cannot touch
He didn't get a hit. 0 hits. Clash.
Luffy and Maimin can't touch him. Now people say, oh, this is Gear 5, of course he's gonna maim. No. Sirius at the end of the Kaido fight.
Yeah.
Sirius.
Bajrang gun.
Punching, Gatling through Kaido's face.
That wasn't serious.
What do you mean? He's throwing meteor shower at Luffy, and Luffy's throwing the fucking awakening punches at Kaido. Remember when they all go through his body?
Yeah, but that wasn't serious.
Oh, whatever.
The Bajrang gun, very serious.
Sure.
Alright? But Eric, Vegapunk has some lore for us. His theory.
As we knew he would.
Vegapunk's devil fruit theory.
Which is correct.
I think there's gonna be a little twist at the end of it. Alright? There's still more to come with this. Might be a little, it might be correct in a way, but also there might be a little twist on it.
Alright.
But Eric, devil fruits are born from the dreams and will of people wishing for a better future.
To evolve
past
humanity.
Now, he says shit about dimensions. King of Lightning is gonna lose shit. He's in my fucking mind about that.
Right.
They're wishing for a different dimension where they're powerful, where they can help themselves. The will of the people that manifests into power, into these unnatural powers, Eric.
Right.
That the
Sea doesn't like.
Therefore
curses them.
Without being able to swim. Of course, Eric would go back to Skypiea with the chemical in the water. Now, Eric, is the chemical in the water the scientific...
The technical reason
why, but where did that chemical come from?
Or does that chemical denote this is seawater, therefore it is effective?
Yeah.
These are all questions. This is Vegapunk's theory. He's read the ancient text. He knows about Nika.
He knows about it all.
Right?
Yeah.
He says there's no need to question God's existence. Which I find interesting that he's talking about God in general.
No, we can talk about Einstein and what he basically says the same thing.
Right. There's no need to question God's existence.
Yeah. It does God exist? It doesn't really fucking matter, alright?
But these are all interesting questions. I feel like this is the correct direction I want to see Delford's going. I don't want so on fucking Nika. What's going on here? What are you doing?
Let's refresh the chat, mate.
There's Nika fucking made the devil fruits with a science gun.
Yeah.
Some bullshit like that. I don't want to see that.
No. I don't. I don't want to... Look, at the end of the day, you're going to get the science explanation, which is the devil fruits, they interact with DNA, and they give you these powers. That's going to be the science, mechanical, how it actually works. But the origins, mystical.
Right.
Magical. The free will of people, Eric.
And then when you eat the devil fruit, you're eating the will of the other person.
This kills the destiny theory.
Explain.
I'll explain a little bit, then we'll go deeper and talk about the show, Eric.
Okay.
This is why it kills the fate theory. Because Mother Nature, Eric, is order, rules, logic, devil fruits, free will, unnatural chaos.
Right.
Goes against nature.
Doesn't like it.
Doesn't like nature. Alright? Goes against fate. and then we'll go back to Araki. We'll talk about that next week.
Okay.
All right. So, man's struggle against nature, Eric.
Right.
The free will. Is free will unnatural? Can free will be explained?
Well, humans surpass the natural order and their destiny through their own will, Christian. Through intellect.
Not yet. Alright, still got death in there, which is an issue.
That might become a non-issue at some point.
At some point.
Right.
But Eric, the collective dream desires of the human race.
Yes.
The free will of humans create these dolphins.
Now, it appears like the world government trying to erase Nika will indeed erase the fruit from existence because no one will remember it.
The slaves, Eric.
Right.
Remember the Nika.
That's why the soldier was killed, the guard.
Exactly.
Because if everyone forgets about Nika, then the devil fruit will disappear theoretically.
Yes. This goes back to the erasures and why they do it, why they're trying to eliminate history. Now, Eric, we'll get into that talk with the show. Because there's a lot more to talk about. Okay. Alright. But, what do you think about this explanation?
Good.
Goated.
Fits One Piece, nice.
Fits the themes, makes sense with no holes. Where's the holes? I don't see any holes. There's no holes.
People are already pulling up panels.
From where?
Of Foxy talking about that it's an atom it's a molecule scientist don't even know.
Yeah, free will.
It's fucking...
Yeah, free will.
Yeah, he also talks about the wills of dreams manifest.
So does Shanks.
Mm-hmm.
In chapter, what is it, 80? When does he say it? Chapter 1.
It's a whole theme of One Piece.
Inherited will. Dreams will never die. Fate is dead. Why did no one listen when I said inherited will is not fate?
Because I want to be snark masters.
The fate theories are dead.
They want to be annoying, Christian. They don't want to have an actual conversation about what fate means.
No.
They just want to meme and say it's there so, they can escape Naruto criticisms or whatever.
Fate is dead. And we'll get into that talk with the show when we get into the murky waters of this whole fucking thing, alright? Because there's a lot to talk about here, Eric. Now, Eric. Back to the fight. Lucci, Luffy clash, haki, they split apart.
Right.
Vegapunk asked the Straw Hats, what do you think about this form, the Nika?
They don't really know. They're kind of shocked by it.
Does Robin know?
Triple dot,
of course. Alright. And then, Sentomaru comes in with the Seraphim, Eric. We get a diagram of how these Seraphim, the list of command.
Right.
You got the Gorosei. Then you got
Vegapunk. Sentomaru,
CP0.
Or whoever holds a chip. Now you have to be in range, can't use no Denden Mushi.
Yeah.
Now, I asked the question...
So does this confirm that the Seraphim will be used in the final war?
By the Gorosei. Why would strong men need powerful units?
Like they need backup, right? They're bad. They got no source. They need some backup.
Right.
The Seraphim cannot, go to the other side because then the Navy are even more damn bad.
Of course.
Right. So mechanically, says to me...
They also have superior, command over Vegapunk. So that solves the issue of Vegapunk controlling the Seraphim against the world government later.
Luffy hits Rob Gooch with a mole pistol, Eric.
Shout out Kaiguru.
Shout out Monkey Deezes. The fist goes through the ground, stretches the ground, punches him in the gut.
Bloodied.
Goes somewhere where something happens.
Right.
No one knows what happens.
Disappears.
Yeah. Gets knocked out of existence.
Gear 5, what's going on tomorrow? Nika, hello, axe guy, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I don't know why he likes him, maybe he just likes the axe.
He remembered him in Wano, Eric.
Right.
He remembered the Rio.
Oh.
Alright. According to Sentomaru, he's the most defensive man on the planet. Rob Gooch comes in with a hand pistol.
One shots him. Potentially.
Alright.
With the hand pistol, the upgrade to the finger pistol.
Just all 5 fingers.
4 straight through him.
Done. Finished. Alright.
Now I could take command of the Seraphim.
That's right.
Does Zoro come in at any point?
Why are we asking that question? To fight me or? Derek, a few little details about these Seraphim. They all have the tube of goo.
Green blood,
whatever it is.
Does that mean devil fruit?
That means devil fruit, Eric. Jinbei has the swim fruit. Kuma
has the paw
fruit.
Paw scene.
Yeah.
He has a replica. or
Yeah,
something.
Bowler's fruit's gonna get weird because she's a child.
Maybe it'll be something else.
Maybe it'll be something else.
Right.
Alright? And Mihawk, what's Mihawk's devil fruit? The swordsman fruit?
Maybe something
What would-
interesting.
what
down
would
the
be
sword.
a-
what would synergize well with me?
What will synergize well with Mihawk? That's a good question. Maybe speed.
What if he's got the chop fruit? That'd be fun.
It could be insane, Eric. How'd they get Buggy's devil fruit?
He was a warlord.
He was a warlord, but...
Was that
seemed-
required DNA sample when you?
I don't know, man. Like, they got Kuma's fruit, but Kuma's in the fucking depths. They got dragons. Not dragons, they got Kaidos.
They replicated Kaido. You know, they cloned all of them. So, you know. Shout out Jinbei saying, "What are those brown men doing?"
That looks like me, Eric, but
Right.
brown. Interesting. Right, not blue. Jinbei, will he fight his own clone? Probably not.
I'm not a fan of the mirror matches. You know me. I look at the spice.
That's true.
I don't like no mirror match, but
Yeah.
maybe that might be a fun thing to
Alright,
see.
Eric.
Can Jinbei get technology that allows it to replicate this film?
Broken.
I need it.
Broken.
I need it
Broken.
so the frauds will respect Jinbei. See, Rago and his crew of goons, they say they respect Jinbei, but every time I pick up a character, they back in Zoro and Sanji, but not Jinbei.
It's disrespectful.
I say Jinbei's that
Jinbei's
guy.
legacy.
I say Jinbei's that guy. They say no, Jinbei's not that guy.
Jinbei's legacy is unmatched.
Superior to Zoro and Sanji.
He's got emperors. He's got admirals. Alright, Sanji's got nothing. Alright?
Sanji had Queen.
That's all he's got. Alright, now we have to talk about Rob Lucci.
Okay.
We have to talk about power scaling here, Eric.
What do you think?
How high is Rob Lucci?
Could be first commander.
First command.
Luffy's kind of, you know.
I think it's fair. I think first command is fair for the Rob Gooch. He's got awakening. He's got new moves.
He stands
new
no chance
techniques.
against Nika. And we saw that with the pistol. He can't even touch him, man.
He can't touch Luffy. Alright? He's got the future side. He's got the Nika. He's got it all. Alright? How's he going to touch... He can't touch Luffy. Absolutely not. But... very powerful, Eric. That awakening. That's speed.
We know about Zoans.
That speed.
Right.
That firepower.
Yeah, we'll talk about Zoans in a minute, Christian. With the murky waters, Christian's got a whole thing going on. We'll see
That's
what
right.
happens.
Now, rate the chapter out of 10.
Jonathan chapter.
Legendary chapter. Is this the first non-Shanks legendary chapter?
It's an important chapter.
Legendary chapter! Rob Gucci awakening. Raw hype.
Nika. Raw hype.
Devil fruit.
Now we're going to talk about this. Does
More.
this show Oda's intent to only use Gear 5? Because this is, in a way, is Luffy's natural state, Gear 5. His awakened form, his Zoan form.
That's true.
This is
He's
his
free
natural
form.
state. His natural state.
He's free.
I don't think we're going to get another gear.
One final power up. There's always one final power up, Eric. It's a shonen.
The sun god, the ultimate situation. Maybe he does turn into the edgy, the haki man
No.
with the X, with the neon red X.
Neon purple X.
Right.
No. Alright? Absolutely
Maybe he goes full body haki and lights himself on fire. Classic meme.
We've got to talk about the Toei action.
Okay.
Shout out Robin.
Red.
Red, no haki. Well, that's crazy.
Who would have called it?
Shout out the frauds.
No haki on them rocks either.
Shout out them frauds.
Shout out to the blind men out there.
A lot of blind men.
Right.
A lot of blind men out there. No.
Specifically,
Legendary.
San Anto 99 and JD Legend and Mugi Watanabe be blind.
Interesting. No. Legendary chapter of One Piece, Eric.
Yep.
Absolutely
What's going on?
legendary.
We got a massive break, but what's going on next chapter? Does Kizaru turn up? Does Kuma cuck me?
Kuma teleports in.
We either defeat Kuma or we escape.
Defeat
I don't
Lucci.
Defeat Kizaru or escape, Christian.
I'm talking about the whole arc.
Lucci's irrelevant. Kizaru's on the way.
That's true, Kizaru's on the way.
He could get there at any point.
Now,
Now, does Kuma turn up? Does Dragon turn up? Does Kizaru turn up? Do we get Nika versus Kizaru? Because if we escape without finding Kizaru, I'm going to be upset. I want to see a match. I want to see power.
Why would Luffy run from Kizaru?
That's what I'm saying. And Kizaru will chase
He's
them.
not running from two
With
emperors.
Vegapunk.
He's not running from two emperors.
Why wouldn't Kizaru just speed a light his way to the ship?
Narek. Luffy didn't run against two emperors.
And how are we going to escape?
Why is he going to run against Kizaru?
What happens to the Sunny if we get Kurumit away?
That's true.
Does he slap the Sunny with him? It's crazy.
Zoro is on the Sunny.
I know it does. Maybe Kurumit's awakened somehow. And he's managed to put a bubble around the entire Sunny and the crew. And they go to the island. They go to Dragon's Island. But
Back to the Grand Line.
Oda,
I don't think so.
I mean, if Kurumit gets in 2 seconds, why can't he teleport the ship?
No.
This is indeed because Christian didn't buy Luffy was gonna fight Lucci.
It's a clash.
This is showing Oda's intent. He isn't fucking around. How many times do I have to say he's not
fucking around?
Alright?
Well, it's hard for me to call this a fight.
Do we get the full Kizaru fight? Does Kizaru get beaten? Is it time for the Admiral to get taken out? To show Luffy's true power? Because the question remains, where is Luffy?
Has been extreme
Is he
diff.
ready for Blackbeard?
It has to be an extreme diff. Kizaru.
Is he ready for Blackbeard?
Eric, will you acknowledge that? It has to be an extreme diff. He's a top 10 character. Kizaru top 10 character, Eric. It's no joke.
I think they will exchange fatal blows,
Yeah.
but it's not going to be high defensive Kaido battle.
No, because Kizaru is made of light. He's not a fucking Zoan.
He's not a mythical zone.
He's a
with
Logia.
Immense defenses.
Logia known for their shitty defense.
So it's not going to last an entire 12 hours.
No. But I want to see him drag that knuckle fight, Eric.
They will land fatal blows.
Okay.
They'll drag it out. They'll fight. But people don't expect 10 days, Christian.
No.
Kizaru, I don't think, has a toughness. No, he's tough, no doubt. Not Kaido tough.
No.
That's a whole different level of tough.
Big Mom tough.
And I doubt Kizaru's felt this much pain from
Who's
a
he
man.
been fighting? He didn't even get touched in Marineford.
Has he experienced the cock Rio penetration Gear 5 punch? I don't know if he's experienced that kind of level of pain.
What if Kizaru's just a light beam of Luffy? Luffy grabs it.
That's
and throws
it. He
it
can
back
grab
at him.
lightning. Why not?
Just grabs light.
You can reflect it with the floor.
He can reflect it with his body. Just go balloon and knock
What
the
if
blades
Luffy
back.
blocks Kizaru's light sword with his armor haki? Are the swordsmen dead in the
Well,
water?
like they're gonna say Kizaru's a real swordsman.
Oh, okay.
He's a devil fruitman. You know, all types of bullshit. But
Anyway.
there you go.
Kizaru watch. I expect Lucci will.
Lucci will be active doing random
He'll be
shit.
active doing random stuff, trying to kill Vegapunk, destroy Hats, and not have to handle it.
Yeah.
While Luffy fights Kizaru.
Okay.
Shout out Jinbei for trying to be like, hey, Luffy, you're gonna cause an incident here. Jinbei tries,
Yeah, Jinbei, you know who you're dealing with.
but he knows he's dealing with the Pirate King.
That's right.
Now, Jinbei, when are you gonna give us the dialogue about Nika?
He doesn't know.
He knows.
All right, who was just being
He
racist?
heard a story from Fisher Tiger. The prisoners talked about Nika. He was inspired to save the people.
Yeah.
Anyway, how strong is Shanks?
Anyway. How strong is Shanks, Eric? Every week, come to you with the question of how strong is Shanks, and every week we answer. Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King. But there are people out there who
Yes.
still say Kaido's the strongest.
Foolish.
There are people out there
Churlish.
who say sweatiest man on the planet, Alkain is the strongest, and he's sweaty this week. He's sweaty this week. He's still sweaty.
Shout out to Okanda's desk.
That's all he does.
Right.
Sit behind the desk. Pushing too many pencils, Eric. He's just getting in the field and show us what he's got. There are people out there who think Mihawk's the strongest. And you know how they are. You know those people, Eric. They got soft skulls.
Regardless of Mihawk, S-Hawk strength,
Yeah.
in terms of Zoro,
Okay.
they will not allow it to be compared to Mihawk. Regardless of what he is.
Baby Mihawk is 0. Mihawk's 100 to them.
Right.
But Eric, we're not too... There's some people out there that think BB is the strongest. The man who steals wills, Eric. And we'll get into that talk with the show.
But he's got a powerful dream, Christian.
We'll get into that talk with the show, Eric.
Maybe we will.
And of course, the worst of them all, people out there think Armor is the strongest. And they're the worst. And every week we bring 100% factual information to the table. This week's evidence is Shanks is so strong that when people wished, Eric.
I wrote one. You're not going to
No,
write
it's
it?
terrible.
Alright.
When people wished for salvation. When people wished for enlightenment. Who appeared
Shanks.
from the cosmos?
That also brings up a good point we'll get into.
Who appeared from the cosmos?
The GOAT.
The God King appeared to give the people salvation, Eric.
And to give them the Shanks, though me.
We'll get into that.
Okay.
Moving on. Shanks is the strongest, Shanks is the God King. But moving on.
Talk about the show.
Murky Waters.
Christian's favourite. You know, Paulie knows.
Eric, we got a lot to break down here.
Alright,
we
break
got
it
so
down.
much to break down. First of all, we got to break down Zoan Awakenings.
Okay.
Originally introduced in Impel Down with the guards. Eric, I've seen interesting theories floating around the internet.
About what?
That Zoan Awakening can only be truly achieved when the will of the man and the will of the creature
Align.
align.
This is this TikTok man.
This is TikTok fucking
Guy.
theory, alright?
Sure.
Luffy has always been free. And that's a fact.
Right.
Right? The Nika fruit. Right? A free man. The god of freedom.
Right.
Of course Monkey D would awaken that. Because his mind aligns with devil fruit. His will aligns with the devil fruit. His body caught up during the Kaido fight to that
His
immense
mind
power.
was already there.
His mind was always there.
Right.
I said it Udon, Eric. I was always free. I am always free. Alright? His body caught up to his mind, his ambition,
Sure.
his will. And he unlocked the awakening. You see the white clouds, you see the fucking smoke ring, alright? Now you've got to go back to Gear 4. Is Gear 4 Luffy trying to force the awakening?
A half Super Saiyan, as you will.
A half pseudo awakening.
Right.
Where he's trying to substitute and power
Body.
up his body
To reach his
to
intent.
reach his intent.
His dream.
By using haki, using all these other things, muscle balloon, to enhance his body to get to that level. And it's a pseudo awakening. What do you think about that?
I think that's where Oda's trying to get at.
Yeah.
And even, you know, Rayleigh's like, what is this form? You're trying to force it.
Doflamingo.
Right.
This cannot be rubber. He
Something
said it.
else.
He said it during the fight.
Makes no sense. What is this?
This makes no sense. This can't be rubber.
No, did... That was stupid. I was about to ask, does Luffy lose any defensive capabilities in Gear 5? No, absolutely not. We saw that with the Mace bullshit,
Yeah.
where he's just kind of formed into the situation.
Gear 5 is better every
Right.
way. All right.
Gear 5 is just superior. And I don't think... yeah, it's just superior.
All right. Now let's go to Rob Gooch.
Oh, let's just tell... Do you think the new Flame Cloud situation is Oda saying this is what Awakening is?
This is what Zoan Awakening is.
Now-
It's been confusing for a long time.
Now...
You know, the Impel Guard thing was kind of whack, kind of bullshit.
And Vegapunk kind of clears it up this week, where it's like some lose their mind.
I think losing the mind has to do with not true awakening. Because the mind, the will does not align with the devil fruit.
Right.
Alright? We'll get into why later.
Okay.
Alright? Of course, free will and all that kind of shit. Alright? So Rob Lucci, bloodlusted, always been bloodlusted.
Always been that man, that Dark Justice.
Get the carnivorous Zoan devil fruit, bloodlust. Animal instincts.
So we're supposing Rob Lucci's body never caught
Rob
up.
Lucci's body caught up
Right.
to the bloodlust of his natural state,
The killer intent of
the
his
killing
Delphi.
intent of Rob Lucci
Right.
matches the killing intent of the wild animal. Therefore, Zoan awakening. Yamato. What the fuck does Yamato want to do?
Protect Wano, I guess.
Protect Wano. Her devil fruit is the guardian of
Not
Wano.
really, though.
Defeat Kaido. Protect Wano.
Go out to the sea.
Odin's will.
Go out to the sea.
Odin's will.
I don't know if she's got her own will. I don't know if she matches that will. I'm gonna be honest with that. I don't know if Yamato's awakened.
We see the clouds, Eric.
I know we see the clouds.
We see the
But it is
clouds.
a deity devil fruit.
Doesn't matter. We see the clouds.
Traditionally.
I don't see the clouds on Sengoku. Do you see the clouds on Sengoku? He's a deity devil fruit.
That's clearly awakening.
Who knows? Is it? Or is it just his fucking hybrid?
Luffy had a hybrid.
He had the rubber shit. Which
Okay.
is, I guess that's hybrid. But whatever. Alright? Do I see? Because Sengoku doesn't match.
Is the implication that Nika looks exactly like Luffy but with white hair? Is that the implication of the...
No.
Because he doesn't change at all.
He gets the white hair.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So is the thing
Well,
that...
there's no pictures of this man. There's just descriptions.
Okay,
Alright?
sure.
Let's go back to Yamato, Eric. Guardian deity of Wano.
I wouldn't be surprised if she's awakened. I'm just saying I'm not sure if she's awakened. That's the pattern we're seeing.
That's the pattern.
Kaido.
Kaido. Pseudo awakening. Has to substitute with drunkenness because his mind does not match the devil fruit, Eric.
Now, what is it? What do you think the intent of the dragon is? Is it wisdom?
Wisdom. You know, the
Power.
kings.
Right.
Immortality. Saintlyhood.
He
Whatever.
wants to be beaten. He wants to die. That
Exactly.
doesn't match.
The wills bench match.
Now, if
Eric, he was given the devil fruit by Big Mom. He didn't find the devil fruit. The devil just didn't find him. He was given the devil
so you're
fruit.
saying it's not a question of strength, it's a question of mentality.
Mentality, mindset, will has to match the devil fruit.
But he has powerful haki. That's a powerful will.
That's true. But the wills do not align. I'm not saying that's not a powerful will. Eric.
Right.
I'm saying the wills do not match. The dragon and Kaido's will do not match. That's what I'm saying. So we get this pseudo awakening, like the Impel Down guards, with the bloodlusted Kaido drunken modes.
How do you feel about the division commanders? So Jack, King, Queen, same thing, or is that a body situation? That might be a body situation.
Hard to tell with those ancient Zoans. Kind of weird. We didn't see it, but there you go. Alright? I don't know.
Now, some out there will say this is copium for Kaido. He should have awakening no matter what. He's a Yonko. Oda fucked up. This is a copium.
I don't know. Oda brings up awakening in the next arc, like 10 chapters
And
later.
Kaido also talks about awakening.
Like 10 chapters later. Surely Oda's written the story where he knows Rob Lucci turns up with awakening and he makes a big deal out of it.
Now, it'd be good if there was a point in Wano to give Kaido character.
Oh, wow.
That'd be a nice
That's
point.
a good point. That's a good point.
Right.
But, you know, here we are.
Maybe later.
Maybe later. But Eric, what do you think about it? Do you like this theory? Do you think it works? Are you not sure?
I think
What's
it's
the story?
fine. SBS material at this point.
Might be confirmed.
Right.
Alright. After the Zoan awakening, we have to get another level deeper, Eric. Of course, we talked about Luffy, we talked about Yamato, we talked about Gooch. Now we have to talk about the origin of devil fruits. Humanity dreaming for a better future. Therefore, influencing the future. Therefore, free will exists. And they're going against fate, Eric. Nature. The devil of the sea. The goddess of the sea.
Right.
Wants order. Wants natural laws of physics and science. Whatever you want to say about that. You know, X equals Y. Blah, blah, blah. You know, equations. The human will says no. We are born to dream, Eric.
We will surpass.
We will surpass a natural world. Become a supernatural. And the devil fruits manifested themselves. Based on the collective unconscious. What do you know about the collective unconscious, Eric?
Tell me about it.
Many theories.
Right.
Come from psychologists. Back in the day. When observing schizophrenic patients. Notice a few patterns, Eric. Why do they mention a deity? Why does every culture mention a deity? Is it possible that not only does physical traits get passed through DNA, but also mental traits get passed through DNA? Of course, we are born with it. We're not blank slates when we're born, Eric. We fear the snake. Every baby fears a snake.
There's also, proven studies that show if the mother has anxiety, the baby will carry the anxiety
Exactly.
through birth. All these different traits.
Inherited
Will.
some might say, Eric. The collective unconscious. Cultures believe in one thing. Without people ever hearing of these ideas, they somehow know them. Right? Is this what Oda's getting at? With the deity fruits, with the animals, with the futures? Is Oda saying free will manifests itself on the planet
Yes.
within these devil fruits?
Will, free will, inherited will, all concepts of One Piece.
That's right.
Haki is will.
That's right.
That's a magic system based on will. But yet people find it difficult to accept that devil fruits are indeed manifested will. When characters manifest at will in Haki lightning all the time.
Yeah.
You accept that.
Eric, why does this kill Fate?
Well,
People are gonna be asking.
This is the third time you're going to explain it.
Why does this kill Fate?
Tell me.
Because Oda says free will exists and is unnatural. We go back to our own world, Eric. There are people out there, determinists,
Hacks, frauds.
artists, saying there is no free will.
Well, mathematically, every choice
Eric,
is determined through physics.
I find it interesting
Right.
that as scientists go deeper into the particle physics, into the deeper layer of understanding, they have no fucking idea what's going on.
There's no depth. There's no bottom, Christian.
Eric, it's called metaphysics or quantum physics. Eric. Quantum physics. Once it is observed, it changes. What does that even fucking mean?
But
It means free will changes the universe. Is the universe conscious? Can the universe exist without being observed?
right.
Question for you.
There are all these questions out there, Christian. Mathematics comes into play.
Yeah.
Various
Can the
theories.
universe exist without being observed? That's my question. Can you answer that question? No one can answer that question.
Before you throw in that, is this an Iraqi thing?
No, it's not an Iraqi thing. This is just science.
All right. So we can remove the science questions all for a minute now, Christian.
But I want you to answer that question.
I'm not familiar with the quantum physics and the.
I'm just in your estimate.
Right.
Can the universe?
I've heard the Schrodinger's cat thing is proven to be a meme and false.
It's weird, but
So I don't know what the situation is with the science community on a week-to-week basis, Christian.
yeah. Well,
But all I'm gonna say is the people who dare to dream and have wills somehow succeed.
manifest, Eric. No, we don't have to get into the secret and all kinds of bullshit.
The people who
Fucking
hate themselves and are trapped in despair, Christian,
do nothing.
only go deeper into despair.
That's right.
Free will is indeed alive.
Is free will? Is Oda saying free will is unnatural and therefore supernatural? Therefore, cannot be explained with science. Could be explained with magic.
Well, Oda has been consistent with his theme of One Piece the entire way
Freedom.
through. Freedom. Free will.
Free will. Blackbeard. Famous words. Dreams will never die.
Right.
And now that we find out, Eric, they're captured in Devil Fruits. We kind of got this right in Wano. Apart from the individuals, it was the collective will that manifested these Devil Fruits.
Right.
Now, Eric, does this explain the bullshit Devil Fruits? Yes.
Right. The Jack fruit, the train fruit.
Eric, was the dream of Water 7 for the sea train that spawned the train fruit?
Perhaps.
Is that what happened?
All possibilities. This is what I like about it. All possibilities now.
Did all the furries spawn the Zoan fruits?
Obviously. Now, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If people worship Kaido, is there not a Kaido fruit? If people
They don't worship Kaido.
They worship the dragon.
They worship the
if
dragon.
If people worship Shanks, Christian, is there not a Shanks fruit?
But how long does this take? How many people
Like,
have to
does
do
a man
it?
have to be dead?
Yeah.
Dreams never die, Christian. When is a man dead? When he's forgotten.
That's true.
Just like the Nika fruit.
It all connects.
Right. The will.
Eric, it all connects. There are no holes. This is the great explanation. 100% perfect sense. Fits the themes. Fits the law. We go back to the mystical shit that Shanks was saying. The devil fruits go against nature, and the god of the sea punishes them, Eric.
How do you feel about Shanks' stance on devil fruits now, Christian? Does that mean anything about Shanks' character?
I think Shanks is more about we're gonna follow the will of Roger, the captain,
the Nika.
close to the sea.
Good boy. The Nika.
Eric. Here's why this is good. Because
now, let me ask you a question before you get into that. Did the Nika fruit not exist until Joy Boy existed, and then when he dies, the people worship him?
the people remember
The
him.
people yearn for Joy Boy to return,
And therefore the Nika fruit spawns.
That doesn't really explain the powers of the Rubber Man, but
The legends of the Joy Boy. Eric.
maybe the legend of Joy Boy more.
He brings joy. He brings laughter.
So maybe Joy Boy didn't have the fruit,
No.
but after his death,
His will manifested.
his will manifested into the devil fruit.
into the dreams of people, and then therefore the devil fruit was
Right.
spawned. So, of course, negative dreams.
You know, maybe he
People have
was
to spawn it.
maybe he was elastic in some way, not necessarily rubber. Maybe it was
Now, of course, Eric, this explains every mythical Zoan devil fruit.
obvious.
Whole fixed.
Dragons never existed.
No.
No mythical.
Well, they did, but they were shitty. They weren't the Eastern.
No mythical beings.
The Buddha did not exist
But
in the past, Eric.
makes perfect sense to me. It all works. Now people might be upset with the magical properties, but we've always existed in this realm.
There's a god. There's a mystical spirit ghost in the ship.
There's the underworld
It's
that
Underworld.
we'll never talk about.
No.
Vegapunk mentions a god. Is there a god? It doesn't really matter.
No. Vegapunk is inspired by the world, Eric. The
What?
endless possibilities.
What a wonderful world, he says.
And he says endless possibilities. Everyone keeps on saying free will and endless possibilities. And people keep on saying fate and destiny. And you can't change it. What does Capone say in Whole Cake Island, Eric?
We can change the future.
Anyone can see the future, but we have the ability to change it. Fate already debunked in Whole Cake Island, Eric. But of course the Joy Boy nonsense was happening in Wano.
Right.
The fucking prophecy bullshit that didn't even happen or come true. I find that interesting, Eric.
Nika did not open the borders after 20 years.
No.
They did not, all these
Now,
things.
Eric, Future Sight. Is Future Sight you seeing the will of the other person?
Probably.
Is that what Future Sight is?
Some would say intent.
You physically see the will and intention of the other person, therefore seeing the future. Is that the same future that the devil fruits are made of? The same dream, Eric, that the devil fruits are made of.
Perhaps.
Is this what Future Sight is?
Interesting points. It could all be brought back to will actually being a manifested energy source or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is maybe what Vegapunk is talking about.
Last chapter.
Maybe he's
Last
talking about
chapter.
harnessing will.
Let's go back to last chapter, Eric.
Mm.
When he's pointing in the sky, there's energy here, there's energy there. There's
Is that the
energy
dreams
everywhere.
of the people? The will of the people?
Are we talking literally about quantum fucking particles?
Right.
Endless possibilities that have not been achieved yet. The dream of Vegapunk. The dream of everyone. To get the free energy, to do whatever. To be a jacket man, Eric.
Right.
Which freak was thinking about that?
Skinning someone alive, maybe.
Absorbing someone
Right.
by wrapping your skin around them. Very
Odd.
disturbed individual. Right?
Right.
Of course, Now you have to go back to the matching of will and the devil fruit, Eric. Blackbeard steals Whitebeard's devil fruit. Usurps his will. Whitebeard said, "You're not it, Chief."
Right.
He is the darkness fruit. His will matches the darkness fruit. Because the darkness fruit steals, it absorbs.
Right.
Therefore, it eventually found his way into his hands. Because the wills match. Now we go to a fruit that didn't match the user. Kaido, maybe. Kaido was given the fruit by Big Mom. Eat this, you'll survive.
In specific circumstances, we don't necessarily know.
No, but we assume it to survive, to do
Right.
whatever. Eat this in desperation. Therefore, Kaido gets the fruit. Look at Yamato. The Yamato fruit, the fox fruit, was not for her. Kaido said directly, "I never intended you to eat this, but it found its way into her hands." The two wills matched, therefore awakening, therefore
Right.
flame clouds. Monkey Deezes. And the Nika fruit, Eric. Calling out to Shanks, come pick me up. I'm on this bullshit ship
Right.
through the will channels of the world.
Can Shanks feel will? Can Shanks
He's
sense will?
He's the haki master.
Right.
And haki is will.
Can Haki tap into this devil fruit source?
Is haki this devil fruit source?
Can the voice of all things hear the devil fruit?
Eric, is haki this source of power that then manifests? Now, Eric, now we have to go to the Black Blades.
What?
Are Black Blades the manifesting will of the user?
Of the swordsman?
The sword, its physical form is changed by the ambition of the swordsman.
Or harmonizes?
Harmonizes mentally and physically with the swordsman.
Right.
Therefore,
As
absorbing their
Horoboro
will,
said, the sword has a will.
absorbing their will, absorbing their haki, and turning black.
Right. The will is imbued in by the blacksmith.
Yeah,
The will returns again. The dreams of the people.
that's right. It's all connected, Eric. This is why we're in the murky waters.
Now you must connect your will with the sword to indeed turn it black.
Yes.
And you also have to have a physical requirement. Which Nika was which Enma was testing Zoro the physical requirements.
That's right.
Body and mind awaken.
True.
There we go.
Now, Eric. We could do
Now
that
somehow Oda has connected all systems to one source.
will, free will. The will of people, the dreams of people, Eric.
Dreams never die, baby.
Dreams never die. Joy Boy's will never dies. Finds its way into a fruit. Ace has his will joined the Maramara and becomes something new.
Right.
And Zabo inherits that dream, inherits that will of Ace. Becomes something different.
These are all questions. Will we find these out? Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe Albert will give us the answers where the books are. Vegapunk read them all, so
Yeah.
maybe Joy Boy will give us the answers at the end of it.
And that's the murky waters, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
We went a little deep, Eric. We go deep in the murky waters. We may have explained everything. We hope you liked it.
The final piece to this system,
It is. It's the final piece.
because we have all these other things that we can piece together. But the last words from Vegapunk, people might throw it out. Oh, we don't have enough information. No. Think about it. This is the last piece of piece.
information.
Right.
Now, Eric, do you want to see a devil fruit manifest itself in real time?
Sure. Maybe Joy Boy does it in a flashback.
Maybe. Do we want to see this?
At some
Happen.
point, it would be useful just to see the mechanism.
Just to see the mechanic. Okay, there you go. And that's...
I imagine if it's a new idea, it manifests in front of you. But if it's an idea already held, it goes randomly. Because we know how they respawn.
Yeah. I would say it goes random anyway. Like the will
Goes somewhere.
The will goes somewhere. It collects. It spawns.
Right.
Right. It has to hit a certain level of collection, a certain level of will, and then it manifests.
Okay.
There you go. And that's the murky waters, Eric.
Thunderdome.
Moving on to Thunderdome. Questions. Yeah, just bringing up other examples.
of the go piece.
Of other fruits.
Right.
There you go. Moving on to the Fandom. We have this week over. Lucky Roo versus Yamato.
We have to use from there.
We have to use from there.
Bowling ball techniques.
Yeah, we put Yamato above the first commanders. Is she beating Lucky Roo? Lucky Roo Haki Master.
Of course.
Assumed.
Fighter of the ship.
What do you think about this?
I feel like Beckman beats Yamato. Maybe Lucky Roo doesn't.
So it's just based off rank. Cause Lucky Roo number 2.
Yeah.
That's something.
Pains for me to say, Christian.
It does pain it, but we have real no information.
Awaken Zoan, perhaps. Yamato.
That's right. Who
Hawk.
knows? Who knows what Lucky Roo has?
All we know is he's got a bowling ball technique.
He's got a rollout technique. That's all we
And
know.
he's got to cap someone.
And the Navy mentions him.
Right.
He's got that killing instinct there.
Got that hype.
He does. So we're just gonna have to give this one to Yamato because
Right.
she's above the first commanders. Go ahead, toe to toe with Kaido.
Except Beckman.
Of course, you know, it is what it is. But got to give this one to Yamato. Lucky Roo's kind of an unknown quantity at this point.
Right.
But there you go.
Impressive nonetheless.
Did something. He's got that bounty, Eric. I'm telling you, he's got that bounty.
Oh, look at the source. Questions? Question from the people.
Questions for the people. Light Ruler. What percentage of the fandom understand the story Oda is writing and not just going on their own personal agenda? Very little, Eric. It's shocking how very little people understand that the whole story is about freedom and free will. Very little.
You know what's
people.
annoying? They bring up questions Oda's asking the audience as evidence that it's not free will. Like Zunisha talking about fate. That's clearly a question Oda's asking the audience.
Yeah.
That's clearly a test for Luffy later, but they bring that up as evidence.
Yeah.
Annoying.
Yeah.
What percentage would you give, Christian?
Maybe 10%.
Generous,
There you go.
but fair.
But Philly T, with Kizaru on his way to Egghead, do you think the light pressure gloves from the Atlas had him?
Yeah.
Will play a role? No, Luffy don't need him.
Luffy don't need it. They might do something. Uso might get him and do some shit. I don't know. Frankie maybe. Who knows? Sanji doesn't need it. Zoro doesn't need it. They can dive haki.
Yeah, like, we don't really need it.
Unless Shaka's got some crazy kung fu shit and he puts them on.
Yeah,
Did Vegapunk install the kung fu drive?
that's interesting. Who knows? But anyway. Maybe we'll get a short group fight to parallel Shibodi fight with the non-haki
Luffy
Straw Hats using tech.
Luffy fuck him up.
Luffy 1v1.
Right.
If the other Straw Hats get involved, that's how we explain how he fucking folded in one chapter.
Luffy, Sanji, Zoro. That's Kizaru ain't getting
Kizaru's gonna fold in 2 chapters.
Right. That's power.
Yeah. But there you go.
And Jinbei as well. Don't forget about Jinbei.
You did. You forgot about Jinbei.
You got me.
That's on you, Eric. But anyway, moving on to Camille. He's got a paragraph for us.
Right. He specifies you don't have to read it.
Out of curiosity and my respect for your answer, for your awesome podcast, I'm going to warn you that I'm going to resurrect the Dritz vibes. So you don't have to read this further if you don't want to.
You want to read it? Read the man's question. Does he say anything important? Christian's inspecting the material. Seeing if the fans want to hear it or not. Is he making sense? Is he making points? It's a bit of a strange point. His point is everything's so cool that it's not really time to absorb the material. Is that his point? Christian, this is dead air. You're gonna have to respond at some point. I'm trying to fill time here.
He's basically saying that the damage of Wano cannot be undone, and this sucks anyway. Because of the damage of Wano.
A man in the abyss. Cushion, stare long enough into the abyss and you become the abyss.
He's basically saying that this arc is too much hype and there's not enough time to absorb.
Right.
Too many things
Too much
happening at
sauce
once.
and enough meat.
Guy,
There's plenty of meat going on.
why do you want the story to literally restart every time we're in a new arc?
We don't need it.
Stop.
We have so much depth.
The plot merchants need to stop. Where's the developing plot? Where's the
first
slow build?
Where's the hook? Where's the turning point? Where's the
We just had Wano. This is a time
to let loose.
Get lore, get answers.
When now we get into a real arc, then we'll have the structure.
Well, we actually have a story to tell. We don't have a story really to tell here.
Just kind of existing.
We're just kind of existing here, absorbing the information, having some fun. Erica, isn't that what that matters? That we're having fun? At the end of the day, am I entertained? Am I in awe of the world? Am I enjoying myself? Do I think Oda has a extremely deep point to make with this reveal? Yes! And isn't that the point? Why are we going to get bogged down in the minutiae of the mechanical, clanky nature of storytelling?
Right.
It's fucking boring. No one wants to know or care really about establishing the narrative, establishing the normal, the inciting event, the rising tension.
The turning point A, the turning point B.
The sad down moment, Act 2 sadness. No one cares. Is it entertaining?
Especially when we're 1,000
emotions out of this.
Especially when we're 1,000 chapters deep or just adding lore.
Am I getting emotions out of this? Am I enjoying myself? Am I invested in the story, in the world?
And this is all returning.
Yes.
This is basically all returning material.
Now, Oda can't do this every arc. And this is why these arcs are special.
Right.
They come around once in a while. They're not about plot. They're not about deep characters. They're about lore. They're about hype. And this is the payoff for the long, drawn-out arcs. Like Wano. Like Whole Cake. Alright? You've got all these things.
Like Dressrosa.
Like Dressrosa. Oda's done the destruction story shit so many times. Oda said this
and we'll
time.
Get that again.
We'll
We'll
get that again.
We're having a good time.
But Oda said, let me give the people what they want. Lore and hype. And is it working?
We don't need Luffy stuck in a snake until Act 3, because I need the plot to go a certain way. Let's just get it done.
He's asking the community, are you going to fall for the trap again? What is the trap? Me enjoying myself? Invested in the story?
Listen, guy.
What is the trap?
Open your heart.
You know what, Eric? You know what the real trap is? Cynicism.
Nihilism
is the real trap. You are denying yourself positive, emotional feelings.
Let me say this.
Because you don't want to get hurt again.
Nihilism.
You're a coward.
Nihilism is a cowardice.
Nihilism is the coward's way out. I don't want to experience joy. So I don't want to...
I don't want to experience pain, so therefore I won't feel anything.
I will not feel anything, and I won't even feel joy because I know there's pain coming up. Or you think there's no... You don't know the future.
Right.
You're anticipating pain.
No, shout out to my man here.
It's a sickness.
Shout out to my man here. This is not necessarily a personal attack. Maybe it is.
This is a general fucking statement about nihilism and the current state of...
Don't be a nihilist.
Maybe the world.
Don't be a nihilist.
Don't get... It's easy. It's easy to become cynical, Eric.
Right. So
it's hard to stay like that of a child. Stay gold.
Now, let me just add this little tidbit.
Yeah.
When Jeff Keighley hosts the Game Awards...
Oh, okay.
All right?
Where are we going with this?
Believe Zelda will be there.
Believe the hype.
And don't tell me I'm a fraud for believing the hype.
But I believed in Miyazaki and it manifested. At the Armored Core.
So you're saying I have a false deity, a false god.
That's right.
A golden calf.
That's right.
Unlimited will deliver.
But Eric, it's hard to be a dreamer, it's easy to be a cynic.
Yes.
Because the dreamer creates.
Now
it manifests as it does in One Piece. The sad, cynical fucking people don't manifest shit. They don't do shit. Because they don't open themselves up to possibilities and dreams.
Even the people that have felt the worst despairs imaginable.
That's right.
Still pull themselves out of the darkness.
Of course.
Anyway.
And rant over, my guy, just enjoy. Why can't you just enjoy yourself?
He's scorned by Wano. He doesn't want to do it again. He doesn't want to get invested again.
Eric, when it's bad, we'll say it's bad. But when it's good, we'll say it's good. Because any other way is bullshit and not real.
You gotta be invested, guy.
You gotta be invested.
It's like when you watch sport and you know your team isn't that good, but you go into every game when we can
That's
win.
right.
We can win.
Dreams never die.
Why can't we win?
Dreams never die.
Why can't we win?
Because otherwise there's fucking no point.
Look, Christian, on our best day, at maximum ability, we can win.
See, Eric, we can get into part 6 about Poochie's stupid plan.
We'll talk about that next week.
Alright? About knowing the future, therefore you know. You will avoid despair because you know what will happen.
False.
We'll get into that. But Eric.
What do you think about this real quick?
What?
If you know the future, can will even manifest? With no faith, with no hope, is there no will?
But Eric, let's just say you have the saddest life on the planet.
But if you know the future, will you even try to reach the future, or just go, this will happen with no effort?
Let me just say this. Let's just say you have the saddest life you have the saddest life of all time.
Right.
Alright? You have the saddest life of all time. Terrible. Everything bad happens to you. But you live that life. You experience that life. Is it better to experience that life and only feel sadness and despair? Or is it better to experience that life and at least you dreamed for something better? At least you dreamed and you tried for something better. You had hope and will. Is that better than not doing anything at all?
All you need is hope and will, Christian, and you will live. But that's enough philosophy for now, Christian. We're going to get through these questions.
From Dev. Kaido and Luffy's hair and tail do the same thing with the flame hair. Maybe that's the sign Kaido's awakened. Is Kaido awakened? Is he doing the pseudo-awakening Zoan jail a beast bullshit?
Does the alcohol add?
There's the alcohol. It's like Chopper's Rumble Ball.
Right.
Chopper's like forcing
with
awakening.
The homicidal form being clearly different to everything else.
Yeah. Is Kaido trying to force out the awakening with other means?
Right.
Like Chopper, like the jail of beasts. And it's not true awakening.
Okay. Think about it.
Yeah. From the man with no name. Even though it looks badass, is there a particular reason for a Zoan awakening to have the same cloud effect as Gear 5? I think Oda's trying to telegraph something.
I think this is just visual cue.
Visual
for
cue
the future as well.
For the future as well. We're gonna see
have to say every time Zoan form awakening.
Yeah. There you go. From Michael J. Oh, from Chris D. Do you think the ancient civilization somehow made devil fruits to fulfill these human desires, or something is in the One Piece world that allows these desires to come to fruition, like the chakra tree in Naruto? Well, the chakra tree was it something like that?
Chakra tree was like a fruit that no one was supposed to eat, and then the Kage's family ate it.
Spawned.
Right, but that was a tailed beast.
As the will of the people or some shit.
I don't fucking remember.
Yeah.
But I hope it's not tech. I don't know how to feel about it. I have to think about it more.
I think there's going to be a tech element about like they created harnessed that manifesting will or some shit. Yeah.
Maybe.
From Michael J. Will there be a debate with every Luffy fight going forward about how he's not trying hard? Yes.
Emerald fans did it for 10 years, 20 years, so we can do it now.
Will this arc turn into a chaos when Kizaru and Kuma arrive? Yes. There you go. From Chris T. Oda had Luffy jumping into Gear 5, but not using Crocker's coding. This man has to enjoy trolling his readers. At least a little bit. But seriously, I wish Luffy had just started with Base BR for a little, but gotten that Vegapunk exposition out of the way quickly, I guess. That's true.
Yeah, Oda wants to parallel the first attempt.
Hunter Island, why are you asking us this question?
Go on.
How strong do you think Zoro is around First Commander?
Yes.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Not yet, anyway.
No.
I mean, you know, he's got to fight Shiryu. I don't imagine Shiryu.
From M. Beezy. Would Smoker get the same glow up as Lucci? No, we saw him post time skip and he sucked.
Yes.
Alright. From Darko Planks. Is Kizaru about to get greenballed? No. Unless Shanks turns up.
Unless Shanks there, he gets greenballed, but not against Luffy.
From Chris D. Kizaru coming. Zoro and Sanji tag team as a teaser.
No.
Because Zoro and Sanji get the job done. Against Kizaru.
No.
They can't get it done.
No.
Okay. There you go. From Bane. Can someone rely on Luffy to use Conqueror's coding, or at least Rio? It's getting a little annoying how Oda is ignoring his haki.
I'm struggling here, people. I'll be back.
Eric's doing some... Eric's going to drop the mic, the sound, the audio. It's terrible. He's taking... What is he taking a shit?
Yeah.
He's taking a shit, people. Alright? So now you're here along with me. Answering a few questions for you, alright? From Sammy TV. Lol, Lucci is awakened, but Kaido isn't. Now, people. Is the Kaido theory... What do you think... What do you guys... Let me know what you guys think about the Kaido theory. That his will does not match the dragon's, therefore he has this bullshit kind of pseudo-awakening. No true awakening like Luffy, like Yamato, like Rob Lucci. What do you think about that? It doesn't all have to do with strength. Kaido himself says when your mind catches up to your body, implying you need two factors to achieve the awakening. You know, kind of a mental state and a physical state. Kaido, of course, has a physical state, just missing the mental part, perhaps. Is that the reason? Maybe. But there you go. From Gaddy? Why are people thinking this is even a fight? It's kind of more of a clash, skirmish. If we get an actual fight, more than like 3 panels next week, then it's an actual fight. Luffy didn't even get a hit. And like, Luffy's fucking around. So, yeah. From Sammy TV, why would Vegapunk program the other stars to have higher security than him? Maybe that's what they fucking told him to do. They had, you know, Cypher Pole overlook the programming. You know, you will get the funding, but we must have control. Some shit like that. He agreed to it. Maybe there's a backdoor. Who knows? From Ahmed Skrill. JoJo episode next week. Indeed, we are finishing JoJo part 6 next week. Get ready for the insanity. Get ready for Eric losing his goddamn mind about fate, about gravity. We're gonna try and get the legendary Seneto on the show to talk about JoJo. You know, follow him on Twitter if you want. He just talks about Trojan X, but mostly, there you go, Seneto. Shout out to him. Hopefully we get him on next week. Moving to the next question. From he also says there's more breaks coming up. So maybe Fates. We got top 30s to talk about after JoJo, right?
Top 30s, awards, you know, the usual.
We got things to do at the end of the year. Alright?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, from Jekko. Now that we've seen Lucci can do, could Robert beat him? No.
Unfortunate.
No. From Bindle. Paddling nerds at it again, calling Oda singing off for 2 double pay spreads. People, you gotta fucking shut the fuck up.
It is getting annoying at this point.
They won't even like. So I get it sometimes with the fucking Jinbei Hokage one.
Or it was really tight, or not enough, you know.
It was fine this week. I don't know what the fuck these fucking double praise masters are smoking.
Right. It's been a little bit tight in Egghead, but it's alright.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to jam pack these chapters.
He's jam backing them. From I have a check again. Do you think the Gorosei having great authority over Seraphim, the Vegapunk will ultimately lead to the point where the Seraphim will have to make their own choice rather than following orders? I think they'll be fighting in the final war for all the world government.
They had to, like
just for power scaling purposes.
They had to.
You know, they need the help. They need the firepower. It is what it is. From Dart. If Berserk is better than One Piece, has some of these YouTubers claim it is. Where is the Berserk content?
Exactly my point about Berserk, Hunter x Hunter, Trojan X.
Well, Berserk's gone weird. Because,
Do you want to talk about Berserk for a second, Chris? I think the
you
people are
know,
interested.
people know what happened. You know, the author died. Sad times. But now we've got a new squad coming in here. Kind of like
We know what happened.
cocking it up a little bit. And people don't really want to say anything about it. Because of the implications, because of the way it happened.
Well, there's two
You know.
camps. That this is Miura's intent, and the other guys are fucking it up.
I think the more chapters come out, the more people going over the side.
Of what?
Of
These guys are fucking
these
it up.
guys are fucking it up. So it's a hard situation because you know there's a lot of emotion caught up in it, and you know people would rather not talk about it than shit on it. You know, when it comes to their favorite shit, you know, there you go. From Jekko, who designed the Jekko fruit? Some fucking freak, some weird freak. You know.
Some animal.
Some absolute clown. There you go. From Dad. How hard do I have to pray for the big titty growth girl devil fruit? The collective will.
Well, Kuroda exists.
But Eric, he wants the devil fruit.
Why does he
I don't know.
want the
I don't know
devil
what
fruit?
the devil fruit does. Does it make the goth girl
What would be human
Attract-
model? Mythical human
mythical?
model.
Goth
Big
girl.
titty goth girl.
Now, Eric, does it turn you into the big titty goth girl, or does it turn everyone else into the big titty goth girl?
Well, it has to turn you into a big titty goth girl.
But he wants the big titty goth girl. But it's a monkey paw situation.
Right, but he turns into it. Sad.
He might enjoy that.
Maybe his body and mind already. He'll awaken.
A lot of questions there, Eric. A lot of questions. Alright. But moving on. That's actually the final question.
What a question to end
What
on.
a question to end on.
The people out there asking the real questions.
That's true. Asking the real questions.
Now, next week will be JoJo Part 6 Extravaganza. Perhaps featuring San Anto, perhaps, I don't know if
Timing has to work out, all kinds of bullshit, but yeah.
Talk to Christian about that.
We'll get it set up.
Top 30s,
Top 30's coming up.
RFP awards.
Sure.
Now imagine there also be some fraudulence where the chapter comes out a week early before the viz, and then we're gonna.
Now there is going to be a Viz release on a Friday.
When's this? When it comes
The
out?
6th of January.
Okay.
Friday the 6th of January. We can do the show. It's possible.
There might be holiday plans that turn to an issue. I believe you've committed
No.
to certain things.
That was the week after.
I've heard otherwise, but we'll sort it out.
So it's possible.
But we're going on a long break. Just keep in mind the Nika. He will be there for you.
That's right.
And Kizaru might be there next week. Or Luffy one-shots Kizaru, Lucci.
You know what, Eric? Keep on dreaming for that goth, that big titty goth girl.
And you might
manifest it into your fucking reality.
Dreams never die.
That's right. Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the goat king. Good night. Eric, you want to end the show? Press up.